Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean and skip me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on the jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it at top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but if it's the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
Welcome to the stream. Ringo TV reactions. You already done know what it is. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Double tap that screen to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the best reactionary channel on YouTube, #1. Ringo TV reactions. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Hope everyone is having a blessed day, guys. We have another awesome live stream for you today. Arnold Schwarzenegger pretty much speaks on Charlie Kirk. We want to react to this particular video, find out exactly what he has to say about the story, and see what we can learn from this. Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you can hear me clear. I need to make sure that we don't have no issues. So put a 1 in the live chat, just so that we can make sure that we don't have no technical issues. All right, so everything is looking good. Okay, all right. So everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's safe out there, having a blessed day. Very thankful to be alive. Appreciate everybody stopping by once again. Let's get into the content, guys. Let's get into this video here. So this is Arnold Schwarzenegger speaking on Charlie Kirk. Let's take a listen to the video, find out what's going on. Shall we? Let's go.
Schwarzenegger, I wanted to begin on a very serious and somber note. Last week, as everyone in this room knows, the country witnessed the most horrific murder of Charlie Kirk on a university campus in Utah. It was a highly disturbing event, and I know that it's shaken a lot of members of our community. And I wanted to ask you, what were your reactions to this event, and what can you say to help our community process what this event means for something that we all care so much about, which is even when we disagree with someone vehemently over politics, it should never, ever descend into violence of any kind?
Well, I was very, very upset that someone's life was taken because they have a different opinion. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, this was a great communicator, a great advocate for the right, for Republican causes. And he had such a great way of communicating with the students that agreed or disagreed with him. And I just thought about, it's a human being, a human life is gone. And he was a great father, a great husband, and I was thinking about his children. They will only be reading about him now, instead of him reading to them bedtime stories. I mean, it's just unbelievable of what is going on. So I was shocked when I saw this, as we all were. And I think that since then there are endless amount of debates about how do we stop this. But we have to acknowledge that the cause of all of this is the social media companies that are dividing us, the mainstream media companies that are dividing us, the political parties, the Democrats that are dividing us, the Republicans that are dividing us. So we're getting hit from so many different angles. And we have to be very careful that we don't get any closer to that cliff. Because when you fall down that cliff, down there is no democracy. So we have to be very, very careful. And I think it is very important that we turn this around. And that we show people power. Because the people can turn this around. The people have the ultimate power. That people always say, well, what can I do? I'm just an individual. But each and every one of you in here can make a difference. You can show leadership. This is about leadership. This is the time to show leadership. Where USC students from the Democratic Club to the Republican Club can get together. Imagine that you get together and you start having communications together and solving problems together. You will have the media turn out in no time and cover that story. And you will be an example for the rest of the nation and for all universities. How you get together. How you not see the other side as the enemy. Or to fight fire with fire, like they're saying today. Or to declare war on each other, as they're saying today. You can show leadership and you can get together and be this example. Because remember, the people power is the ultimate power. And that's what democracy is all about. This is what democracy is all about. If you analyze the word democrat, I mean the Latin, demo, people, crat, power. That's what it is, people power. not politician power, it's people power. So use that power instead of getting together and show to the country and to the world that we can do it. Let's just do it, okay?
Charlie Kirk actually came to USC last year. I don't know if you know that, Governor, and he set up right in front of my office, right in front of Tommy Trojan. And what I remember so clearly is people would go up to the microphone. Some of them would agree with him. Some people would disagree with him. There were some expletives that were dropped, but there were so many students who wanted to hear the conversation, wanted to engage with his point of view. And I have to say, I think the event was a tremendous success because agree or disagree with what he had to say, it got everyone thinking more about what they believed.
You're absolutely correct, because I remember a lot of students that came to me afterwards, Democrats and Republicans, and said that they really enjoyed the event.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he was a fantastic communicator. No two ways about that.
My thoughts about this particular video clip is multifaceted because it speaks volumes of how a man's death can awaken a nation of people, but it also can awaken hate. And that's what Charlie Kirk's death has done. A lot of people are able to see, and his death revealed a lot of evildoers. We've seen pastors mock his death when they should be sharing a message of love, acceptance, compassion. And instead, they were calling him white supremacist, racist. That was not bringing us closer to God. That was not bringing us closer together. And it's unfortunate that a lot of podcasters decided to program their viewers to hate rather than looking at the situation like this could have been any of us. Anybody could have died at that event that Charlie was at. We got to thank God that only one man perished. Unfortunately, it could have been more people. Could have been children, women. You know, the elderly could have been laid out on that ground. And it's just sad that rather than Americans learn from this, we grow worse. It took this man to die for us to have this conversation. It took for Charlie to literally die for the world to stop to say, you know what, let's have the conversation. And this is the kind of conversations that Charlie would want people to have. Bring people together so they can have the conversation. You share your views, I share my views, and we come to the table and see what we can come up with. And it's sad that in today's day, people would rather just hate. We literally have a war going on in America, a war without tanks, a war without weapons of mass destruction. The war that we're facing in today's day is a war of words. Words is the weapon. This weapon called words trigger people. People get angry quickly. People are very sensitive in America now. We get upset for anything. We pick sides, we choose sides, and we allow mainstream media to program us. We allow social media influencers to program us. And we don't have no thoughts of our own. We don't think for ourselves. We let someone else do the thinking for us. And then like sheeple, we just go along with whatever's being said without using our brains. I was watching a video last night of Charlie Kirk battling a white college student. The kid called him a racist, a white supremacist. Charlie said, "Could you provide the proof?" He said, "Well, I don't know if you are. That's what my father said." He said, "Oh, so you're following what your father said. So you don't know if I am or not." He says, "Well, I believe my father." You believe your father, but you don't have no stats. You don't know what I done. You don't have no clue. He said, "Yeah." And he went on to talk about how most people that are in college are just basically wasting their time, like it's a whole scam, because if you think about it, you would think that people that are in college are educated, intelligent, and smart. And I'm not saying that you're not if you're in college, but it doesn't make you smarter than anyone else, because the things that people were saying during these debates were ridiculous. You know, he talked about abortion rights and this and that. And you would have female college students that would, you know, claim that it's okay to get rid of a child because it hasn't been born yet. And these are college students. And they're not even intelligent enough to know that there's life in a woman's womb. And this is the world we live in. And it's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous how the world is so full of disagreement from religion, politics, sports. But for some reason, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, it really showed us who people really are in today's day. I've never seen so much hate against one man as if though he murdered people. The hate that people have for Charlie Kirk is as if though he killed people. And the people who are against him never even heard his videos. They only heard small little clips and snippets and people posting misinformation. And they just believe whatever they hear. And now we have his wife grieving, trying to figure out how she's going to get through. And rather than we as a nation learn from this event, improve who we are. This is why I like to do these particular videos, because it brings people together. Whether you're a person who disagree or agree, it should make you want to improve who you are. You can either be a part of the problem or be a part of the solution. Because if we don't have solutions, if we don't have communication, then there's going to continue to be anger, war, and people getting unalive because of their opinions. So what Arnold Schwarzenegger is saying in this video here, it needs to be heard by the world. So let me break it down. I let it play in its entirety so you can hear it without me interrupting. But I want to play the video and I want to share my thoughts as they talk so that we can get the information from this particular video here. So let's rewind this thing back and break it down. Let me see. Okay, we should get it now. All right.
Schwarzenegger, I wanted to begin on a very serious and somber note. Last week, as everyone in this room knows, the country witnessed the most horrific murder of Charlie Kirk on a university campus in Utah. It was a highly disturbing event, and I know that it's shaken a lot of members of our community. And I wanted to ask you, what were your reactions to this event, and what can you do to What can you say to help our community process what this event means for something that we all care so much about, which is even when we disagree with someone vehemently over politics, it should never, ever descend into violence of any kind.
And see, that's what I want to talk about. If we disagree on something as a people, why do it result into violence and death? Why? That man should have never got assassinated. Out of all the bad guys in the world, out of all the guys in the world that you would think that need to go, they decided to take out a father who's providing for his family, a man who believed in Jesus Christ, who preached and taught morals and values and challenged people out in the open. He deserved to die according to most folks today. And what his death also show is that if you have an opinion, it's dangerous to share it. Because the overwhelming majority of people have these negative views of wanting to kill you. The other day, I did about 2 live streams and I put a poll up and I asked the question, how many of you would love to see me dead for my thoughts? And most of the people were like, yeah. Well, not most. It's about 8%. And 8% is a lot of people from 5,000. 5,000 people voted. 8% said, yeah, we would love to see you dead for your thoughts. And I'm like, well, if they want to see me dead for my thoughts, think about how many people hated Charlie Kirk. They hated him so much that they would attend these events. Even though they hate him, they went there with the intent of wanting to see him dead. Is this how Americans are? So when people visit America from other nations, America is really a place where people are murderers at heart. It's not the land of the free, home of the brave. It's the home of the cowards who have thin skin, who don't want to engage in civil discourse. I don't like your opinion, so I want to see you unalive. I'm glad you're not president. I'm glad you're not a leader, because if you were leading the nation, you would be some sort of dictator. Nobody would be able to do anything under your rulership. You'll be killing everybody. And these are the type of things that Charlie wanted to address. A lot of young people that are coming up in today's day that are in college don't even understand how messed up the world is. It's a huge mess that's before you. Politics, relationship, job market, it's just a mess. And a lot of young folks are afraid. They don't understand how their futures is going to be because it's such a mess. And all the people that should have prepared you been too busy playing games, making money, playing church, and they're all dying off. And there's one big mess that you got to clean up. And this is why we have so many problems, because nobody's talking. We just believe that we're all the enemy. So when we look at each other, we don't see human beings, we see enemies. That's what we see now. If you're black, you are the enemy. If you're white, you must be a racist, right? That's just the way it is now. Charlie challenged opinions and beliefs and tried to redirect people, make them question what's going on in the world. bring solutions to the table. And they killed them for it. You know? And it's difficult to even talk about these situations because we live in a time where most people think everything is a game in life. You can't even have conversations with humans no more because all they do is joke around all day. Everything is a joke. Everything is funny. It's a joke. Let's laugh. Let's have fun. Let's mock. Nobody's mature today. A lot of you young folks that are coming up are not even mature enough to even be a father. You don't even know what to do. Most of you young ladies think it's just about partying and seeing how cute you can look. That ain't gonna get you nowhere but used by men who don't even care about you. And it's difficult because when you try to instill values in people, it just makes them more angry. Because in their mind, they think they got all the answers. But they watch you. They listen to you. They don't like you, but they watch you. They listen to you. And it's crazy. And it's like, this is what they did to Charlie. Arnold shared his thoughts. People need to work with each other. But how can you work with each other when everybody believes they're right and the other is wrong? Who really is the enemy? You know who the enemy is? The enemy. Inner. The inner me is the enemy. You're the enemy. Because you refuse to do your part in this world, you make this world a bad place. And it's just sad. See, a lot of you that are in the live chat being disrespectful, you can never do that in my face. It's easy for you to do that on social media because you're a coward. That's why it's easy to do that. The same energy that it takes you to type, how about taking that same energy and get a job? How about taking that same energy and build a house? Move out of your mother's house, your father's house. Become productive citizens. Become a father for once. Hit the gym and lose that weight that you've been carrying. That energy that you got to hate, use that energy to eat right. Use that energy to learn a trade. See, it's easy for you to use that energy to spew hate because you hate yourself from within. See, people that are unhappy with their life do what you're doing. People that are successful try their best to make other people successful. People that are miserable, misery loves company. So what they do is they just spew hate. They try to sabotage anything that anybody else is doing because they're unhappy with their own life. See, if you were successful, you wouldn't have no time to hate nobody because you're successful at what you do. When you're successful at what you do, you feel good about yourself. You have confidence. You believe in what you do. So you want to empower other people. You want to give back. You want to speak to the youth. You want to give them the tools needed so that they can excel in life. But when you're a person who is not happy with your life, all you do is spread hate, laugh, mock, and do these little immature things that children do. But just know this, when you leave the live stream and you go back to your life, there's nothing happening in your life. Who have you helped in your life? How many people have you encouraged? How many people have you directed in the right path to make them better human beings? Not many, right? You know why? Because you're not a good human being. Good human beings show it. They put action to their words and they do the work. That's why I said it's easy on social media to be hateful. Arnold Schwarzenegger pointed it out. He said, the internet, social media is the problem. Yeah, social media. Social media make you brave. Social media make you feel like you are invincible. You could do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and get away with it. But you would never do that in the faces of people, because you know there will be consequences. You see, when you look at the live chat, right? If you notice, some people are using the laughter emoji, like they're laughing, right? They're just laughing. It's amusing to them. They're having a great old time. It's funny. It's fun. But see, watch this, guys. Watch this. Now it's off. You see that? With a click of a button, I turned it off. So, to be honest, social media is the problem. Because on social media, people have the liberty to just show their hatred rather than love. We live in a society that is built on hate. And these are the kind of people that Jesus Christ tried to reach. These are the type of people that Kirk tried to reach. These are the kind of people that a lot of us try to reach, but it's difficult to reach them because they're evil. They're very evil people. And when we live around people that are evil, there's going to always be a war of disagreement. The reason why there is so much hatred and war in the world is because it's a war between good and evil. It's not about the left and the right, the Democrats, the Republicans. It's good and evil. Good versus evil. In every group, there is good, and in every group, there is evil. If we could get rid of the evil, we'll begin to see the good in each other. But it's difficult to do that. It's very difficult. You know? Very, very difficult. Because to most people, life is a joke until you're on a deathbed. People laughed at Charlie Kirk's death as if though we're not going to all die one day. The question you have to ask yourself, guys, is, and I'm speaking to the ones that are negative, why exactly are you negative? Why do you have such a negative spirit? That's your personality? When you get around people, is this your day-to-day life? When you get around people, you're just a negative person, mean-spirited, unpleasant to be around, annoying, miserable, dark. Is there anything good to you? Is there a bone in your body that have purpose? This is why I choose to be alone. This is why I choose not to have friends. Because the world is evil. And it's just a sick place to be in when you're around humans and all you see is hate. This is why some people just be alone. And it's a wonderful thing. I mean, me personally, I choose not to be around people. I choose not to have friends. And I'm talking about people that are in my life. I choose not to have that. I'd rather be alone. Being alone is the best thing you can do in today's day. Of course, you have to have interactions with people in stores and, you got to do business and stuff like that. And, I might be on social media, but I'm talking about actively having human beings around you. No. It's not beneficial to anything. It's like this. For example, a lot of you live around neighbors. A lot of times your neighbors are just not good people. Your neighbors don't like you. Your neighbors hate you. They watch you all day. They watch what you drive. They watch what you wear. And they're always talking negative about you. Then you got your family members. Your family members hate you. They're jealous of you. They're talking about you. And it's like you're dealing with this stuff all the time. You just tell yourself, you know what, I'm done. Then you got these friends that betray you. One minute they were your friend, next minute they turn against you. And you're like, you know what, I'm done dealing with these people. The more people you have in your life, the more problems. The less people you have, less problems. And it's because people bring negative energy. Some bring positive, most bring negative. Too many negative people around you is going to breed jealousy. I have a lot of people that are jealous of me right now. People that are literally watching me every day and they're jealous of me. And they're jealous because I'm on my purpose doing what I love to do. See, if all of us had our purpose, if all of us had a purpose like Charlie Kirk, you would have no time to be jealous of nobody. If you had a purpose to your life, a call to your life, something that was fulfilling your life, you would have no time to be jealous of nobody because you're too busy doing what you love to do. You don't have no time to hate nobody. The only thing you'll be trying to do is empower people. This is what Charlie did. And he was murdered for that. He was murdered because somebody was miserable, somebody was jealous, somebody didn't like what he had to say. And they felt it was better to take him out. And even though Charlie is gone, his legacy still lives. And the person that took him out is still miserable, still unhappy. Even after assassinating Charlie Kirk, the person that murdered him is still unhappy. Just like a lot of you that have negative spirits, negative energy. You're hating and hating and hating, and you think that your hating and hating gets to me. It don't. You know why? Because I'm positive and I'm protected. You see, I don't have to be in front of you like Charlie did. Because what Charlie did is he took a risk. And when he was in front of you, he gave you his life, he gave you his energy. And the people murdered him. And it wasn't just that one guy that murdered him. Many people that were in the crowd when Charlie was speaking wanted him dead. And see, somebody in the live chat says, 'cause you're scared. I wouldn't say scared. I just don't trust you humans because you're evil. See, the person who said that, you're a terrorist. You're the example of why America need to be made great again. Because you evil people that think like that people should be afraid to be around you, that's not American. It is not American when we get around each other that we should be afraid of one another or concerned for our safety. That's not the kind of America I want. That's not the kind of America children need to be brought up in, where they get around people and they got to be afraid or concerned that something bad is going to happen. That's not America. That's a third world country. And that is exactly what America has become. A third world country in thought, because the people who live in America have become evil, psychotic, crazy, mentally disturbed, lunatics. You have become enemies to the state, terror cells, groups filled with hate. And the only way you can express that hate is on social media in a comment section. Take that same hate, that same energy, and go to the gym and lose weight. Hit the gym, hit the weights, hit the treadmill, take it out on the heavy bag, and see how long you last. Can't do it, right? When you express hate, it is because you are evil. You're not a good person. And in America, we have enemies, both foreign and domestic. The evildoers of the land that hate peaceful conversations. I've seen Charlie get insulted, cussed out for just having civil discourse. He never did anything to attack anyone. And I'm pretty sure there's many times Charlie spoke publicly, there was an attempt on his life. I am guaranteed that before he was assassinated, there may have been many attempts on his life. Many failed attempts, to be honest. And for whatever reason, it's just sad that in today's day, people still haven't learned anything. Still haven't learned a thing. We as people cannot even agree to disagree. We want to unalive each other like savages. Is that what America has become? A land of savages. Whether you're white, black, Indian, Asian, Mexican, have we all become savages? Killers, murderers at heart, demon possessed, where on the outside we appear like we're nice people, but inwardly we're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness, evil to the core. Charlie's death brought the demons out of people. Charlie's death showed us how evil America can be. It brought out the racists. It brought out the hateful racist blacks, the racist whites. It brought out all evildoers to attack one man? For what? And now that Charlie's dead, you're looking for someone else to attack. Now that Charlie is dead, you're looking for someone else to kill. So you congregate on social media, looking to see who's going to be the next Charlie Kirk. Who could we hate now? Who do we need to assassinate? How sick can you possibly be? It's evil. Let's go back to the tapes, guys. Let's listen in to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Be sure to tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. And also consider subscribing to the commentary to the channel if you like the commentary that we're putting out here, guys. Very important to do that. Let's go.
Well, I was very, very upset that someone's life was taken because they have a different opinion.
A different of opinion, and now we want to kill people. That's where we are today.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, this was a great communicator, a great advocate for the right, for Republican causes.
I really truly believe that if Charlie Kirk was still alive, he would have been running for president. I really believe that. I believe that Charlie Kirk would have been running for president. I actually seen a video of a white guy that was literally losing his mind in the street. He was very angry at the fact that they assassinated Charlie Kirk. I'm going to have to do a video about that. The dude was literally having a breakdown, like on camera, screaming in the streets. And he also mentioned that he believed that Charlie would have ran for president and he would have won. He would have definitely won. I feel that there's way more reasons why they took him out. It's not just because of his opinion. It's because he grew very powerful in a short period of time. He grew very powerful in a short period of time, and it infuriated some people. You know, to those of you that are in the live chat, right, that are telling me to shut up, you're watching me. Have you not understood that? You're watching me. So telling me to shut up when you're watching me, it doesn't make any sense. You're watching me. You know, back in the days, we used to have television where if you didn't like what you were seeing, you changed the channel. That's what I used to do back in the day. If I didn't like something, I changed the channel. I didn't sit there yelling at the TV. That's how you look right now. You look crazy. Like literally, you're yelling at the TV screen, telling the TV to shut up when you put it on the channel. That's mental illness for you right there. And I could tell that people that do that didn't graduate high school. Let's go.
And he had such a great way of communicating with the students that agreed or disagreed with him.
He did.
And I just thought about it's a human being. A human life is gone.
Gone. And people are still angry. Kurt is gone and people are still celebrating. And they're angry. It's like they're not fulfilled. It's like him being dead made him more popular to the point where everybody's talking about his name now. His death made him so popular that everybody's talking about him, and it's infuriating more people now. Because even in death, his work is still moving forward. Erica Kurt said that y'all not going to stop this work. A lot of social media influencers are talking about Charlie Kirk. I've been talking about him. And it's like, we're not going to let this die out. We're not. They took out a guy that was making changes in the world. You guys that hated him, because I know a lot of you hate him. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are watching me, you hated Charlie Kirk. Hated him so bad, man. And when you heard that he died, you literally was smiling. And now that it's been a couple of days since his death, now you don't even feel happy anymore. It's like he's dead and you still are upset. The reason why is because you're just not a good person. You're not a good human being. You're evil. And what Charlie's messages did, it showed you who you were, and you didn't like it. He showed you through debate that you had a problem, an issue that you never wanted to resolve, and you took your anger out on Charlie rather than having a conversation with your mother and your father or with your therapist. So you blame Charlie. Charlie became the bad guy to you, when really you should have followed what Michael Jackson said and look at the man in the mirror. The problem was you the whole time.
And he was a great father, a great husband. And I was thinking about his children. They will only be reading about him now, instead of him reading to them.
That's deep right there. His children will be reading about him rather than him reading to his children. They took that away from him, guys. I mean, look at this comment from Sam Sung. He says, Ringo TV reactions. I hate and despise you with a passion. I had enough of your lies. I'm gone. Really? Well, that doesn't affect me. Think about this, guys. We're going to make you famous. We're going to make you famous. I want the world to see you. I want the world to see and understand how hate works. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm just a YouTuber doing content. I don't know none of you. Never met none of you in my life. But I want you to see how hate works. This is an example of evil. This is an example of pure evil. And you need to be concerned about these kind of people, guys. That type of comment is an example of pure evil. Pure evil. Right? Samsung said at Ringo TV reactions, I hate and despise you with a passion. I had enough of your lies. I'm gone. I don't even know this person. I don't even know this person, ladies and gentlemen. And what's so crazy is some of you might laugh, but think about this. You got people in your life right now that feel the same way about you. You don't even know them. Never met them. But they see you every day. They watch you and they hate you. This person says, I hate and despise you with a passion. I don't even know this person. I don't even know this person. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they are. Nothing about them. And this is the person's channel link. That's their channel. Just for the court, for the record, that's their YouTube link. So they can retract their comment. They could do whatever they want. They can't hide. That's their URL for their channel. And that's their comment on the screen. That is pure hate, guys. That's not American. This is why we have to make America great again. That's hate. Pure hate. And maybe that person is not even American. Maybe that person is just someone who hates America. You understand? And it's just sad, guys. Absolutely sad how it's so easy to hate, but so difficult to love. You heard what I said? It is so easy to hate, but difficult to love. It's easy to say, shut up, but you watching me. It's so easy to say, you're a sellout, but you watching me. What did I sell out to? What did I sell out to? What did I do? What am I doing that's harming you? What about my life affects you to the point where it has ruined your life? Doesn't make any sense. The truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, is those of you that have a very hateful, evil spirit have deep mental, demonic issues. And it's due to your frequency that you're on. You frequent radical social media influencers who have radicalized you and turned you into a terror cell. And those are the kind of people that Charlie Kirk engaged with a lot. A lot of those people that be shooting up schools and going to their job and killing people went to college, got radicalized on social media. They're watching somebody and decide to start unaliving people. And that's what's going on, guys. The truth hurts, I know. But always remember, you're watching me.
Bedtime stories. I mean, it's just unbelievable of what is going on. So I was shocked when I saw this, as we all were. And I think that since then there are endless amount of debates about how do we stop this. But we have to acknowledge that the cause of all of this is the social media companies that are dividing us.
Let's look at this particular comment, guys. Because Arnold Schwarzenegger said they're dividing us, right? And it's crazy how he said that, and we're dividing ourselves, guys. Let me see if I can pull this up. Here we go. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Because black people deal with this type of stuff all the time. I never hear white people dealing with this. White people never deal with this issue. If you're white, have you ever heard another white person say you sold out? You never hear that. You never hear white people say, you know, John, he sold out. Never. White people don't talk like that. Only black people. Watch this, guys. White people do not talk like that. Only black people. Now check out what this person here said. This person, I don't even know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. This person says, bro, I don't hate you at all. I don't know you. But once someone say but, cancel out everything they previously said because they don't mean it. Anytime you're talking to somebody, hey man, I got much love for you. I respect you, dog. You the greatest, but I cannot stand your attitude. You know, you're always trying to make me feel like I'm less of a person. Just cancel out whatever they said before the but. You understand? This person says, bro, I don't hate you at all. I don't know you, but you're a sellout. Absolutely. Don't you just love when black people say that? Sellout. Sellout what? I don't know you and I don't owe you nothing. What are you talking about? I don't know you. I don't know your name. We have no affiliation. But you're telling me I'm selling out to what? You don't support me. Do you support me? Do you support me? Do you hit the super chat to keep the lights on? Do you do that? Are you keeping these lights on? No, I keep them on. You don't support me. So what do you mean sellout? Do I work for you? Sellout? What does that mean in the black community? They always do that to black people. You're a sellout. This is why black people are on the bottom. Because I'm going to tell you something. If this ninja was successful, had a good family, was making good money, was living his life, he would have no time to be worrying about somebody selling out. Because I didn't even know what that means. I'm a family man, a black man in America who decided to do something with his life. Unlike most black men who want to go in and out of the prison system, they don't want to work. They want to live off of a woman, right? Those kind of men should be ashamed of themselves. And these kind of men that are like this, they're jealous of men like me. I'm the kind of guy they want to be. But they can never be that because it takes hard work. It takes hard work to be a black man in America. So what they do is they try to shame you by saying, you're a sellout. And they say this when they see you living or doing things that they don't agree with. But this ninja never supported me. I don't even know who this person is. But they think I owe them something. I don't owe you anything, sir. You're just a ninja. I don't like ninjas. I like civilized black people. Civilized, hardworking black people who work for theirs. Not handout black people that always want to hand out, want somebody to bail them out. No, I respect men that work. Men that go out there and do what they got to do and grind to win. When the white man go out there, he go out there to grind and to win. The Asian man, he go out there and grind to win. The black ninja, he want to sit on his ASS all day, complain, begging the white man for reparations, which you will never get, right? Imagine it's 2025 and black men are still begging the white man for reparations. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you wondering why your women don't respect you. It's because you ain't working. You just complaining all day and blaming everybody else for your problems. So at miles, you have a lot of miles to run, because in this race, right, it's the one who finished first, the one who gets to the finish line that win. You're too slow because you're carrying the weight of the past. You're still living in the past. You're still full of hate. I don't owe you nothing, sir. So I suggest you get outside, get some air, and stop blaming other black men for you being a loser. Your life sucks. You're miserable. You're not happy. And I suggest you get therapy. Right? Let's get back to the content, guys. Wrap up the show.
The mainstream media companies that are dividing us.
They are.
The political parties, the Democrats that are dividing us. The Republicans that are dividing us. So we're getting hit from so many different angles. And we have to be very careful that we don't get any closer to that cliff. Because when you fall down that cliff, down there is no democracy. So we have to be very, very careful. And I think it is very important that we turn this around. And that we show people power. Because the people can turn this around. The people have the ultimate power.
And that's the problem. When you try to talk to people in regards to power, they laugh, they mock, and they joke. Because to them, everything is a joke. Not realizing that you have the power. But you don't use the power. You use your power to hate me. You use your power to hate Kurt. You use your power to hate anybody that is on their purpose. Like that guy. Calling me a sellout, and I don't even know this guy. Sellout to what? I'm about my family's business. I'm about providing for my house. Sellout? I don't know you. White men don't deal with these things. White men never hear other white men say, you sold out. You sold out, Billy. You're a sellout. Only black people do that. And it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
We say, well, what can I do? I'm just an individual. But each and every one of you in here can make a difference. You can show leadership.
They could show leadership, but most people are not leaders. They don't want to be leaders because they're cowards. Think about this, guys. It's easy for you to lead with hate, but you can't lead with love. You can't lead with positive energy. You lead with hate. It doesn't make any sense. You know? Lead in your own life, in your own communities, and better yourself and stop being a coward. All you want to do is argue with people all day, rather than looking at your life and improve where you are. You just want to argue with people all day. That is what you did with Kurt. You argued. You argued about basic stuff you should know. Because you want everybody to agree with you. You're living in your own little box, crying like a baby. Nobody don't want to agree with me. So you know what? I'm going to be mad at everybody. I'm blaming everybody for how I feel. A lot of the problems you got is daddy issues, mommy issues. Maybe you were abused when you were younger, and you're taking out all your frustration on everybody else due to the trauma that you have not overcame.
This is about leadership. This is the time to show leadership. Where USC students from the Democratic Club to the Republican Club can get together.
You know what's so crazy? I see more comments of people talking about a red hat. They're angry with this. Well, why are you in America? Why are you in America if you don't want to make America great again? Why are you in America? Why don't you leave? Why are you in America? You hate America, right? This hat make you that angry? You hate this hat, right? You hate it. It burns you up. You hate it because what this represent is America. This represent the troops. This represent our military. This represent the blood, sweat, and tears of all our family members that served this country to provide us freedom. And you have the nerve to get angry with this hat? You're anti-American, and you don't deserve to be here. And this is why we need to make America great again. Because those people that fight against this, they're fighting against our civil liberties. They're fighting against our freedom. They're fighting against our peace. They want our families to die. They want us to be miserable. That's what they want. They're angry at a hat. The hat alone infuriate them because they hate Trump. They hate law enforcement. They hate the military, but they love being in America. You're telling me to seek help? You need to seek help because you keep watching me. Why do you keep watching me? Why do you watch me? I'm never going to change. I'm going to always be me. I'm American. Period. My daddy, he's American. He's an Army vet, served this country. What the fuck your daddy did? Oh, I forgot. You don't know who your daddy is. You don't know who your daddy is. All of my haters stay tuning in to my show. Why? Because they're angry with their own life. Miserable. It don't make no sense. You know? And shout out to everybody that support the show. Forever Studios for gifting memberships. I'm pretty sure you gift some memberships to people that probably hate me. And you gave them a free membership. And they still angry with me. That's crazy. But salute to Forever Studios for supporting the show and everybody else. You got HG. Salute to you. Vernica says, keep speaking the truth, Ringo. I'm with you. You are the truth. You are the truth that the trolls, the trolling devils are so desperate to silence. Yeah. Keep it right on pushing. Yeah. I'm not even wasting my time with all of them. I'll just roast them when need be. The trolls actually make the show. They actually make the show when they come in with all of the hate. The hate prove that I'm doing something good. I got a lot of people hating on me because I'm reaching people. I'm reaching people. The platform is growing. New people are showing up. I literally gained 14,000 subscribers in 1 month. Like literally. 14,000 subscribers in 1 month. And a lot of people are mad about that. Don't get mad at me. The people resonate with me because I'm speaking truth. You know? I'm always making sure that I'm saluting the people. Tell them to have a good evening. Always checking in on them, making sure they're having a good day. I speak on topics that interest the people. We have good conversations. But from time to time, you're going to have haters. And keep in mind, guys, I left the live chat open for everybody to come in. I can always set it back to subscriber only mode, where it could be a little more peaceful with less trolls and more civilized adults where we can have conversations, you know? The next couple of streams, I'm going to have it set on subscriber mode only because when we try to open the chat to have people come in so we can have good conversations and I can read the chats, it'd be too much trolls. And a lot of these people are anti-American. A lot of them are anti-family, anti-Trump, anti-Charlie Kirk. And it's like, it just become toxic. And that's not an environment for civil discourse. You can't have that. We can't come to solutions when we have evil in the room.
Imagine that you get together and you start having communications together and solving problems together.
But they don't want to solve problems. They just want to continue a civil war.
You will have the media turn out in no time and cover that story. And you will be an example for the rest of the nation and for all universities.
You know what's so sad, guys, is that a lot of these debates and angry people be at the universities. The place where you would expect the future generations of this country, the future doctors, engineers, leaders, and it'd be so much anger at these places. So much hate. I've seen people attack Charlie Kirk for no reason. I'm like, dag, man. You embarrassing your family. This how your family raised you? So when I see people come to a live chat acting crazy, being a savage, what this tells me is your mom and your dad, they failed you. They failed you. If this is how you conduct yourself as human beings, your parents failed you. They didn't teach you how to be productive and civilized human beings. When you act like an animal and a savage and you don't know how to communicate, it tells me a lot about your family background. That means that your mom and your dad is the same way. Savages. And it doesn't make no sense. You got to know how to communicate. If you disagree, disagree. But insulting someone, shaming them, attacking them, that's not American. That's violence. That's evil. So you got to question who you really are, who you work for when you display such evil.
How you get together. How you not see the other side as the enemy.
Our enemy is the people who live in this nation. We be thinking it's the people that are on the outside. No. America is filled with enemies of all backgrounds and creeds. Sad to say, there are so many evil people in this world. It's just sick.
Or to fight fire with fire, like they're saying today. Or to declare war on each other, as they're saying today. You can show leadership and you can get together and be this example.
They don't want to be the example because they're not man enough or woman enough to make a change in the world. They rather just look for a leader or look for someone else to do the work while they just sit around being cheerleaders.
Because remember, the people power is the ultimate power. That's what democracy is all about. This is what democracy is all about. If you analyze the word democrat, I mean the Latin demo, people, crat, power. That's what it is. People power. Not politician power. It's people power. So use that power and start getting together and show to the country and to the world that we can do it. Let's just do it, okay?
Charlie, Kirk actually came to USC last year. I don't know if you know that, Governor, and he set up right in front of my office, right in front of Tommy Trojan. And what I remember so clearly is people would go up to the microphone. Some of them would agree with him. Some people would disagree with him. There were some expletives that were dropped, but there were so many students who wanted to hear the conversation, wanted to engage with his point of view. And I have to say, I think the event was a tremendous success because agree or disagree with what he had to say, it got everyone thinking more about what they believed.
You're absolutely correct, because I remember a lot of students that came to me afterwards, Democrats and Republicans, and said that they really enjoyed the event.
And they did. Unfortunately, not everybody was there for the enjoyment. They wanted to be there to harm people. Someone in the chat said, "Take callers, you coward." That is why I don't take callers, because it's full of cowards who want to argue with people. I don't got time for that. See, I learned to protect my peace from demons. Why would I take calls from a coward who want to argue? Why would I waste my time with that? Why would I waste my time? You're not trying to hear nothing I say. You're already expressing hate. You're not a civilized human being. Why would I waste my time opening some phone lines to talk to a demon? Hello, demon.
Hello. I want to talk to you today, Ringo.
What do you got to say? Because I'm doing a live stream.
I just don't like your hat. And I think that you're a coward. Yes, you're a coward.
I just can't stand Ringo. He ain't making no phone calls. He ain't taking phone calls. I just can't stand him. He's a coward. Yeah, I just don't like him either. I just watching the show. I'm just going to continue to troll him because I just don't even like my life.
Do you really think I'm going to waste my time? You think I'm going to be wasting my time talking to crazy people that want to argue and fight all day? No. If you're a civilized human being, you show respect. And when you show respect, you get respect. Maybe your father never taught you that, but that's how the world works. When you're respectful towards others, that's what you get. So there will be no phone lines open ever, because I'm not wasting my time. That's why I communicate via social media, share my thoughts. You can share your thoughts in the chat. And with the way the chat is going, where everybody's being hateful and insulting, that is not an open room for a discussion with a civilized human being like myself. I wouldn't even waste my time with you like that. Not at all. That is like you're a man and you're trying to talk to a decent woman and you're coming up to her being ghetto, brash, and just being hostile and weird. She's not going to talk to you because you're crazy. If you're going to talk to a decent lady, you got to be respectful. You know, you got to learn how to communicate. When you're around civilized men, men of truth and honor, men deal with respect. Real men, we lead with respect. If you don't respect a man is not going to take you serious. That's how men conduct themselves. Everything is based on respect. If I see that you're disrespecting, I can't deal with you. Can't take you serious. You're a child to me. You're a little boy. You're immature. I'm a grown man. I'm 48 years young. 48. So if I'm communicating with you and I see you acting like a child, lashing out insults, I don't got that kind of time. That's the difference between me and you. You're a child. So that being said, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody joining the show. I got to go take care of some business. Hey, guys, be sure to double tap the screen. And I'm talking about those of you that actually support the work. The next couple of streams we do, it will be only on subscriber mode, guys. I tried to keep the so-called chat open for everybody to communicate, but I realized it's not really a good thing to do, especially for us to have a decent show. A lot of times we just have nothing but trolls that just come in. And all they do is just go crazy, posting hate all day. We don't got time for that, because those of you that may have good questions, you may have comments that's directed to me so that we can communicate, it's getting lost in the shuffle with all of the hate. You know what I mean? So we're going to set the next shows for subscriber mode only. So if those that are full of hate wanted to comment, they would have to subscribe to the channel. So it is what it is. So all the people that subscribe to the channel because they actually rock with the work that I do, I am grateful. I am humble that you choose Ringo TV Reactions for your source of news reporting and commentary and criticism. Without you guys that actually support the shows, I wouldn't even have the ability to do these shows. So I am very, very grateful and humble that you even choose to watch my platform. So for that, I thank you. Those of you that have subscribed to the channel, salute to you. Appreciate the mods, Caramel, Kimmy Kim, Forever Studios. Those of you that supported via the Super Chat, Cash App. We'll be back later on with more commentary, more content. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. All of my truck drivers out there, salute to you. And it is what it is, man. Take the advice that Arnold Schwarzenegger put out there. Learn how to be leaders. Learn how to communicate your differences. Agree to disagree. Make the world a better place. We got to make America great again, guys. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions signing out. I'm out. Peace. We out of here.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.